Good morning, everybody. My name is Steven, and I'm with Cannin.com. This week, we're going to jump right back into our technical analyses, and we're going to look at one of the biggest hemp producers in the market. This week, it's Charlotte's Web out of Boulder, Colorado. Let's jump right over to the pricing chart. You'll see we're looking at CWBHF. This is their OTC ticker here in the States. They're also traded up in Canada. Again, we're looking at our Hakanashi, and we have a couple of moving averages here. 5 period, 8 period, and 13 period, all calculated on the close. So you can see that the light red is the short-term period, the 5 period. The slightly darker red is the 8 period, and the dark red is the 13 period. So short is light and long is dark. That's what we're looking at here. We're zoomed way out. Let's look in the last year. So this is March, April of last year. This stock was trading up in the high teens, even dipped into the 20s. Let's just slowly zoom in. They had some trouble into the early part of the summer into June, dipped down to 13 before gaining it all back the rest of the summer. And look at what happened since August. The trend is down, 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 down. We're just going to zoom into 2020 now, and you can see it's been kind of a rough year. They started optimistically up to about $8, and since then have been down. You'll see this, we're ending in a little bit of a green period here. This was the announced deal with Abacus and their credit line with JP Morgan. Two bits of really good news that are driving fundamental news, but those are driving the technical analysis plots a little bit higher. During this big downtrend, now let's pay attention to our red lines again. We're going to see a lot of the death cross marks that we see all of the time. So and you can see the first one was here, where a death cross is where the short-term period, which is the light red, crosses below the longer-term periods. So you can see that the lightest red is right here. That death cross happened at about $19. That stayed there until about $16. And then there was some horizontal movement, and then bam, another clear death cross. And it happened from 17 all the way down to about 13. Some horizontal movement, clear death cross, some horizontal movement, death cross. So we've seen this pattern again and again and again. We actually saw it turn up back over the short-term period, the 5 period here, turned over the 13 period. So that's our iron cross, which is the opposite trend, right? We're going to gain a little bit. And that was due to this little rally here. But more recently, right around the 6th of February, death cross again. And we see that until the 30th of March. So right now, 27th of March, 30th of March is Monday. What's going to happen? We have an iron cross, so a signal to come back and potentially buy this stock. And it's a telling signal. You can see both the 5 and the 8 periods are about to cross the 13 period mark, so it's actually kind of a double iron cross. But it's telling, right? There's some good news on this stock. Everyone in the stock market is starved for a little bit of recovery from the flu and from the oil and from just general market downtrends now. So it could be a really interesting opportunity to buy. Let's just look at a couple of the oscillators just to make sure what we're seeing is real. And really I want to look at the stochastic. Look, we are getting kind of an oversold signal, but with the CCI, we're not getting that signal yet. So there may be a little bit more increase here, especially if we pay more attention to the CCI than the stochastic. I did take out the RSI. Let me just to make it a little easier. And now here's the RSI and the CCI, and you can see the relative strength index definitely not in the oversold territory, which would be here. So definitely suggesting that if we pay attention to those moving average iron crosses, there's still some play here. The CCI is certainly telling the same story. So this is kind of how we want to use all these indicators. It's why we learned them one at a time, and now we can look at some pretty intricate analyses on the technical charts. Looking optimistic on Charlotte's Web. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Let me know if you want to see any other companies in general, and have a fantastic weekend, everybody.